What's the haps, all you dirty dogs and alley cats? No, I am not invisible. I'm actually standing behind the camera because today was kind of an irritating day for me. I wanted to get some stuff done for the upcoming review. And it's just been kind of a nothing is going right kind of a day. So I decided to do something that a few of you have been asking for, some of you asking for a long time, but I've had a couple recent requests too, which is a room tour of the video vault, the VHS vault, the Laserdisc lounge, whatever I'm calling it on any particular day. So yeah, I thought today might be a good day to do that. So let's start. It'll be a quick little video because this is one room and there's really truly not a whole lot to see, but it's something that I think people are curious about because you only see certain angles. So let's start with the angles that you do normally see. First of all, you've got the far wall, which right now is has been the main wall, although as the reviews tend to take place more and more on the couch, a lot of the movies here will probably shift over to what had been kind of the B wall, the JV wall. But yeah, so I don't know if you really want to, I'm not going to go through like all the movies or anything, but for anybody kind of wanting to take a closer look at the collection, you can sort of see what we're dealing with now. There are still some movies that I have yet to get my hands on that are going to go on the wall once once we get there. This wall has a lot of stuff that is not going to make it. This is your JV wall right now. This is Grandma's couch. This is where, generally the reviews are really starting to take place more and more, and we'll, if plans for the next review go the way I'm thinking, really pretty much everything's going to be is going to be on Grandma's couch. So this is going to turn into the main wall. So basically these walls are going to flip for the most part sometime soon. Of course, you've got the the ravishing Russian Lana over here keeping us company. Which, by the way, I mean, not that I'm opposed to Lana, but I got her from WWE.com when I'd been watching the standees. I'd become sort of obsessed with the idea of just having a standee in the room of somebody. It didn't really matter who. And they were kind of in the middle of changing her character, and all of a sudden, this particular standee went cheaper, and then there was like a free shipping plus 30% off, blah blah blah. I got this normally their standees are like $35 on the website. I got this one for like $7.99 including the shipping. It was insane. So I'm not like a giant Lana fan. I'm also not totally against her, but just FYI, like that's the story of how she became a part of the lounge, because she really has no business being anywhere else in the house. And then of course you got the Land of the Dead poster, which I've been debating on swapping that out for something else, but the truth is I like the poster, and I think Land of the Dead is a movie that in a lot of ways represents kind of what I kind of care about on this channel, maybe more than anything else, which is kind of talking about I like talking about, obviously, especially horror movies more than anything else, but I also really like underappreciated horror movies. When you're talking about the 2000s, I think you have a lot of horror movies that are sort of unfairly, at least this is what I'm discovering, is, and I'll try to be quick because we're doing a room tour here and I haven't even made it past the first two walls, but I find that a lot of people of my age are really critical of the horror movies that started coming out in the 2000s. And what's funny is, looking back, like, current horror, in my opinion, is way worse than sort of that mid-2000s horror that is the stuff that is kind of pretty frequently dumped on I think Land of the Dead is a perfectly fine movie. I have no problem with it. There's a lot to like there. And of course, at some point I'll do like a nice meaty review of it. I've talked about it on the channel in the past, but I think it's in the new review format where I go through the movie more or less in its entirety. I think Land of the Dead is worth it. Any case, you know, right now, like I'm always kind of eyeing up posters on eBay and stuff, but right now Land of the Dead is perfectly a worthy poster to be on the wall. Of course, you've got Grandma's couch where everything happens, where the magic happens. And then, so this is what you've seen, right? This is the two walls. These are the two walls that you have seen on the channel for the last couple years, more or less unchanged. So now let's talk a little bit about what you don't see, which is a mess. But you've got, first of all, my little toy wall. Oh, I should point this out for you horror hounds. I got this license plate up here that my wife got me for Christmas? Pretty sure Christmas. And if any of you horror fans know what that license plate is from, you're cool. But that is a beautiful little. It's a replica. Like it's for fun. It's not like a official movie prop or anything. Then of course you got just Funko Pops. Obviously, this channel, in many ways, was built on the Funko Pops. Got some of my faves. Got my Amiibos, my Disney Xfinities, more Pops, beautiful. Some of the Funko Mystery Minis, a lot of Funko Mystery Minis, let's be honest. And then some little Disney Afternoon cereal inserts, and my Star Trek TNG figures. Nothing super special. Of course, you got Borderlands. And then some of where I've been trying to find room. I've got some of my video game collection over here. And then I should point out that this pile here, this big old pile of trash, is for the most part, although you've seen a couple things in here, for the most part, this is stuff that is in the on-deck circle to show you guys in pickup videos. That's kind of the stuff that's waiting to be shown. Same with these laser discs here. And speaking of laser discs, hidden behind here you've got laser discs, and same with on the other side of the TV. These spots are all filled with laser discs. Oh no, Tom! I'm so sorry, Tom. Don't hurt me. And then the storage below there is just video equipment and things like that. And then you've got the TV, which TV's nothing special. And I will say, because I know people are going to be a little upset that the VHS vault has a flat screen TV. It's not. I don't have an old tube TV back here. And there is a reason for that. I did have a tube TV. But the truth is it's a space issue more than anything else. This is not a big room. And a lot of... It just turned out to be a much easier viewing experience. I just want you VHS hounds to know that I did have a tube TV in here. I tried to make it work. It just wasn't quite... It didn't work in the space. And then, of course, you got your... Show you my quick setup down here. You got the Retron 5, so I got all my old games I can play on there. And then we got DVD Blu-ray player. We got the VCR, and then we've got the Laserdisc player down here. So got pretty much everything set up, and that captures. I've got a couple different like video to USB cords that I run from here over to the computer to capture the movie for the review. And then of course here's the computer setup, which my computer desk is always a filthy mess. You got your Elder Scrolls maps, which have been hanging there since the first day I moved into this house. Long before this room was the VHS vault. Back when this was just a dining room, those maps were still there. And you've got this awesome, again, a present from my wife, which clearly I have the coolest wife in the world, just from looking at the presents that I've gotten over the years. Ninja Turtles, standee, pretty awesome. You've got your Tron Legacy poster, which the best part of this poster is being blocked by the turtles, but every once in a while you gotta like go, bam! And latch, I'll just show these embarrassingly dated latch hook rugs that my wife did. She's, I think we both have a weird draw to like ugly dated art, so you can't go wrong with those. And then kind of finally, here's where a lot of my old school video games are: Nintendo, Super Nintendo, you've got Sega, you've got a bunch of DS games, Game Boy games down there, and I think that's kind of it. I guess I'll show this. This is kind of a cool little thing. I don't have a place to put it, but if you've ever seen Nemo's, what is it, Little Nemo's Adventures in Slumberland, the movie, that is an actual animation cell from that movie. And I don't think I have it up on the wall. I do own a few different copies of it, but it was just a cool little thing that I picked up on eBay one day. It was like weirdly cheap. I suppose it's not a movie that's super well known in America, so probably not a super high demand for it. So yeah, I guess that's really about it to show you. There's really not, I mean, if I haven't pointed out my my little Tron handheld game, there's that. The tape, burning some incense, but the tape rewinder, a must-have for any VHS vault. But yeah, I think that's about it. Thanks everybody for, as always, supporting the channel. And I got news for you. I hope you guys are down for what's coming. The next review is going to be a little different. It's, you know, it's an evolution. You know, people make fun of me all the time for changing and being inconsistent, and I don't disagree with that. But I would argue that it's part of finding the voice of this channel. So I hope you guys are on board for the next review, because I think it's going to be a lot of fun. But honestly, it might piss some people off, but I think I think it's going to be a good time. So thank you everybody for watching, and I will catch all you dirty dogs and alley cats on the flip side. Bye bye.